Okay.
Or shall I start now?
Mm.
Good afternoon, everyone. My seminar topic is the major wireless network security challenges under the guidance of Dr. Sai Madhavi ma'am, Professor, Department of CSC. Next comes to contents, abstract, introduction, classification of wireless networks, wireless network challenges, prevention of network threats, conclusion, references. Next comes to abstract. In wireless network system, there is lot of gains and advantages with respect to our environment, such as portability, that is easily carried to anywhere. Flexibility, we can be modified however we want, and it increased in productivity, and roaming capabilities also, like data roaming in outside the network area, and cheap installation cost. Installation cost of a wireless network system will be cheaper, and many more security systems, wireless networks has gained to be great challenge and concerns. Since our wireless devices need to be small and bandwidth constraints, there is a huge challenges in wireless system, like signal fading, mobility and data rate enhancements, minimizing size and cost, etc. And other issues like mm, some network threats and challenges. And in wireless network categories, there are two major classes in network. That is, one is ad hoc network and cellular network issues. And then we have issues. Then we have issues called Daniel service attack, spoofing, sniffing, and session hijacking, eavesdropping, wireless sniffing, etc. To minimize our wireless network threats, we have some of the functions we have to do. That is, change default password and restrict access and encrypt the data, and so on. We can see this in later. And next comes to introduction part. In a rapid change in technology that involves in like big data, AI, and some of the adoption of new technologies like machine learning, nanotechnology is affecting our almost every area of the economy and society. And microchips wireless technology is used to various fields. There is a huge change and increase in use of wireless devices and networks from past and decade shows the huge spread of wireless technology. And there will be a classification of wireless networks. And first one is ad hoc networks. Ad hoc networks, we can see this in next slide. Wireless and next comes to classification of networks. And in wireless ad hoc networks, first one is wireless ad hoc networks. And in wireless ad hoc networks, ad hoc is in itself says that network does not have relay or pre-existing infrastructure, as network is decentralized type of wireless networks. It has There are distributed networks that work without fixed infrastructures, and each node is forwarding the network packets for other network nodes. Network nodes in wireless ad hoc networks directly communicate with each other nodes with their range. When their networks communicate with networks node outside their ranges, network packets will be forwarded by the nearby network nodes. As I said, the ad hoc network without has fixed infrastructure and mobile network that is used by mobile phones, mobile communication wirelessly with the cellular net towers known as a base station or a base transceivers station. A GSM is an open and digital cellular technology used for transmitting mobile voice and data services. Whereas CDMA refers to several protocols used in second and third generation wireless communication. CDMA assumes that multiple signals add linearly instead of assuming that colliding frames. CDMA allows each mobile to transmit over the entire frequency spectrum of all times. CDMA is a sort of multiplexing that facilitate various signals to occupy a signal transmission channel. It optimizes the use of the available bandwidth. And next topic is this is a wireless network challenges, and also these challenges will come in across cellular networks also. First one is the denial of services, that is DOS. DOS is an attack meant to shut down the system or completely. This DOS is a cyber attack in which makes a machine's or network's resources unavailable to its intended users by temporarily or disrupting services. A host connected to the internet. DOS is typically accomplished by flooding the targeted machine or a resources. A DOS attack is initiated by sending needless and superfluous messages to the server or network for authentication of required having invalid return addresses. DOS attacks usually do to aim at a breach of security. Rather, they are focused on making websites and services unavailable to genuine users, resulting in a loss of time and money. And in denial of services, flood attacks include buffer overflows, and buffer overflows occurs when more data is put into fixed length buffer than the buffer can handle. This overflow usually results in a system crash, but it also creates the opportunity for an attackers to run arbitrary code or manipulate the coding errors to prompt malicious actions. And next, second point is ICMP flood. In ICMP flood, misconfigured network devices by sending smoothed packets that being every computer on the targeted network, where ICMP stands for Internet Control Message Protocol, is if a common denial of service attack in which an attacker takes down a victim's computer, overwhelming in ICMP echo requirement. It is a connectionless protocol used for IP operations and errors. An ICMP flood attack, that is sending off an abnormally large number of ICMP packets of any type, can target a server that attempts to process every incoming ICMP request, and this can result in a denial service condition for target users. And next is a SYN flood. SYN stands for synchronize. It is also known as half-open attack. A synchronized flood is a form of denial service attack in which an attacker rapidly initiates a connection to a server without finalizing the connection. The server has to spend resources waiting for half-opened connection, which can consume enough resources to make the system unresponsive. And there are many access point. This is also is a wireless access point that is installed by the attacker, where attacker installs some of the non-authorized or a network in a local network places. By this, when we connect to that point, it is going to give him that ready to access the data of ourselves, and this is installed by the attacker where to access 2 points. And evil twin attack. In evil twin attack, and adversary gathers informations about a public network access, then sets up their system to impersonate. The adversary uses a broadcast signal stronger than a ones generated by the legitimate access point. Then unsuspecting users connect using the stronger signals. And next is a prevention of these what we thought of challenges. How we can prevent these challenges means we have to change the default passwords. That is, default password is a standard pre-configured password for a device. Such passwords are the default configuration for many devices, and if unchanged, present a seriously security risk. Typical example of default passwords includes admin passwords as guest. Furthermore, we have to change the default passwords, and we have to keep that strong passwords to secure from the attackers. Using a strong authentication. Using strong authentication means we have to keep the passwords with a combination of more than one characters, and so we have to maintain this to protect from our attackers. And restricting access, we have to keep one or no one has to access our personal details. So if any other persons who trying to gain access on our networks, we have to deny them and encrypt the data on the network, where we have to encrypt the data on your network, and keeping your access point software patched and up to date, where we have to update every self with the new technology. And we have to install our antivirus software with our while using wireless networks. And installing firewall also, it can reduces more secure to our wireless systems. And protect your service set identifier, and connecting using virtual private network. That is where it has correct private account, where in private wireless where if when we connect to public Wi-Fi, there is no security in that. Everyone can connect, and every attacker has able to gain the access over our network. Hence, we have to connect to the very private network only. And next is conclusion. The As wireless networks has many gains and also advantages. It is open signal as accessible to anyone with the vicinity. It is important for wireless networks to establish trust to guard access. We have to follow all the prevention techniques to avoid all the challenges we'll get in with respect to security. So security services such as authentication, confidentiality, and integrity can be achieved for communication between these nodes. And next, these are the references where I took these information. Thank you.
Good, ma. Nivedita.
Yes, ma'am.
Neha. Good. As I told you, this topic also was very broad. You had categorized the networks. No, under that categories, you should have gone in for. These are all the general. Let it be spoofing, man in the middle. Then all these are general network challenges or issues. So you have gone in for cellular, no? About those. In those, you should have gone in narrow down to find the challenges. Anyways, good. Okay. Wait, let me do one thing.